Hi, this is Timog, the Last Dragon. I'm at bks1radio.com.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio at the HBO Film Festival. They're loud.
Hey, yo, it's your man, Mr. Cheeks. You already know. Come join the cypher, kid. BKS1radio.com. Mom.
Best Kept Secret Radio, and this is Irv Gotti, the Best Kept Secret.
Hi, everybody. We're the Clark Sisters, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
I'm Antro Rose, New York Giants, and I'm in the game with BKS1Radio.com.
This is Mimi from Love and Hip Hop ATL, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio?
BKS1 Radio.
Who's better than that? Let's go, baby.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio, let's go.
Hey, this is Corey Booker. You are listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Vim Rock from Naughty by Nature. You're checking out Live in the Cypher, BKS1 Radio. Keep it here, baby.
Hi, this is Peter Thomas, and this is my beautiful wife.
Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And we're chilling with BKS1 Radio. Love.
Yeah. What's up? Trigger Trench up in here, rapping for BKS1 Radio. Doing it like that, hard body style. Underheard.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio. Chillin'.
Hey guys, it's Yolanda Adams, and you know you are listening to BKS1 Radio.
What up, y'all? This is Sad Love. You listen to BKS1 Radio. Come on, son.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker at ABFF 2014, and this is BKS1 Radio. BKS1, be in the know.
Hi, this is Marsha Ambrosius, and you're tuned to BKS1 Radio. Mwah.
This is Mona Scott Young, and you are listening to and watching BKS1 Radio.
Hey, this is Eric LaSalle, and this is BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Peace.
BKS1Radio.com. You are live, and it's one-on-one with Trish. I have an incredible guest in the studio tonight, or I should say this morning, Miss Sharon Levy, Lady T, and we're going to come with her in just a moment. So keep it locked. BKS1Radio.com. One-on-one with Trish. Yes, it is. 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2. All right. Well, BKS1Radio.com, one-on-one with Trish. I have an incredible entrepreneur. I mean, I have so many accolades, so many titles I could give you. But I want to welcome Sharon Levy to BKS1Radio.com. Good morning.
Good morning, honey. How are you?
I'm doing incredible. How about you?
Good. I am fantastic now that I'm here to speak with you, girl.
You have a lot going on.
I sure do, girl.
But before we get to some of that, I want to just bring my listeners, BKS1Radio.com, up to how you got involved in tea and becoming Lady T.
Okay. Well, I absolutely love entertaining, but I'm from the island. I'm from Jamaica, and we grew up with drinking tea, mostly herbal teas like peppermint, ginger, sorrel, all those type of things. And I just love the experience of just sitting down and having conversations. So with that and loving to entertain and bring people together, that's really what got me started. I just love it. So.
And tea is powerful.
It is.
it's a lot for the body.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. It can be relaxing, but yet it can be very energizing. You know, it can be alone time or it can be time with friends and family. So that's the power of tea.
And there's an etiquette that comes with tea.
Yes, there is. Yes. We do a nice dining skills workshop, some social skills, because we think it's so important that people learn about those things because it's everyday life. And if you don't know how to carry yourself, then you really cannot be successful in life.
So it can be a building block. How do you utilize that service with your company? Taking tea in style?
Yes, it is. Yeah, well, what we do, we work with organizations or individuals, and we come into either their home or their offices, and we actually set up a whole, like the dining skills, and we do a lot of interactive activities with the kids. So if it's communicational skills, we work with the eye contact. We work with listening skills because eye contact is very important when you're communicating. If you don't look at someone when they're speaking to you, you know, you're showing that you're not confident. So if you look at people, then they'll one, believe what you're saying, but also it shows that you're confident about who you are and what you're saying. You know.
Now, with young people, with the groups that you've encountered, how do young ladies or even young gentlemen, how do they receive the power of building upon that, having that etiquette, being able to take that to any atmosphere and fitting in and, you know, being able to present themselves well, because it's more than just tea.
Right.
Because you're going to take that, you may take that into the job interview, the college interview. Are they receiving it? Because in this culture where they're...
I know. Let me tell you, some of them do receive it right away, and others after a couple weeks of doing it, because sometimes we do like one session or we do like 6 or more sessions. And so some places I've also done it like year to year. So maybe the first year the kids are like, well, why do we need to do this? Oh, it's so many rules. I'm like, well, you know, in life there are rules, but the rules are going to get you through and help you to be successful in life. So some of them are very open about it, and some are not. But eventually they'll say after a year or so when I go back and they're like, you know what? Now I understand the importance of this. And so eventually, you know, they will all get it. And that's what I try to do, make sure they understand that.
I'm excited because I volunteer with a group, and they provide cheerleading, dancing, and step teams with these young ladies. And I think this would be a great fundraiser to do. And what I find is they love to dress up.
Okay.
They love to dress up, and I think that they would definitely embrace getting dressed and coming to an event. And I'd love to see that, particularly young ladies want to be young ladies again.
Right, exactly. And it's so important to teach them that, you know, everybody wants to grow up so fast. Again, with social media, people are growing up fast. People are not really coming together. So I think it's really important to teach them about oneself, but also just how to dress, how to be appropriate. You can dress, you know, funky, or you can dress a little sexy, but you don't want to, again, there's limits.
Right.
You want to make sure that, you know, you're not over showing, you know, too much hair.
And there's some class about it.
You have to be very classy, and you have to let them know that dressing sexy and dressing slutty, it's totally two different things.
Totally two different things.
You're going to captivate the wrong person if you're doing the wrong thing.
Right.
So it's really important to let them know.
And I can see how this could help build someone's self-respect as well. So it's all in the mix. And I think in this day and time, we need everything we can get.
Yes, we do. And that's where it starts. It starts with loving who you are. Once you love who you are and respect who you are, then people will respect you, because you're not going to allow other people to disrespect you if you respect yourself. So that's really the important thing. Starting your day, looking in the mirror, saying, I love myself, and then that's going to help you to project a positive image.
Now, for you, when did you know that you wanted to take your love of tea into a business? Because that's a whole nother world.
It is. It is a whole nother world. Well, I've always wanted to be a business owner. My uncle was a business owner. My father had a health food store. So I knew at some point I wanted to do it. Initially, this is not what I wanted to do, to be honest. I used to do hair, so I used to envision myself having a salon and having a nice boutique. But I really just saw the passion of bringing people together and just seeing the smiles on their faces, having the conversations, and just bringing back the old, you know, civility, bringing it back so people can really learn to enjoy themselves and just each other. You know, I think it's so important today.
Now, what type of advice do you have for entrepreneurs, but I'm going to say particularly for someone that has something that they're passionate about and they're thinking about transitioning that into a business? What was your path like for that, and how would you advise them?
Okay, so what I tell people now, you really have to have the passion. Don't go into something because you see other people doing and you think, oh wow, that's easy, or that's something I can make money, because it's not really about the money initially. I mean, yes, we want to make money in the long run, but I think you have to have the passion, but you also have to do the research. You have to do the research to see, is this something that people want, or how can I get people to understand that they need it? Because sometimes people don't know they need a service or product until you show them and tell them why. But research, passion, networking, just having mentors, all of that is really important before you really go and do that next step.
And as a business owner, and you have beautiful packaging. What was the process to getting to how you were going to decide what you were going to offer, how you were going to offer it, how you were going to package it up? Because I know that there's many people out there, they have that great idea, they want to see it happen, but they're not sure what is the first step I should take, and how do I put this together?
Right. Well, look, it's an ongoing process. I mean, even 8 years later, you're always thinking, how can I improve? Or sometimes your path might be a little different than what you thought you wanted before. I consider myself a Lux company, and so I'm still at that point where I'm still thinking, oh, I don't think this is Lux enough. Maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to do that. So you're always improving on yourself, and I think that's important because that's success, when you're building on top of what you have to make it better, and that's the ultimate.
What kind of team did you need to have in place in the process of, getting you where you are right now?
Oh, yeah. Team is crucial. It really is crucial. I've had lots of ups and downs with it. I've brought on interns, I've brought in different people. But sometimes the people, if they have to have the passion as well. That's really the most important thing in building a team. People have to be passionate. They don't have to necessarily maybe love the tea, but be passionate about some part of that business. You have to have people that are entrepreneur-minded, because if they're not going to see the big picture. So picking and choosing is really important in terms of getting your team together.
Okay, I definitely absolutely agree with that, because it is a transition. And so, that makes me think about also being in business. When you get hit with an obstacle or a challenge, you just want to say, no more.
I know.
What gets you through?
Oh my gosh. Talking to other entrepreneurs that are going through the same thing. We all go through the same thing at some point. You have people that are successful, and they'll tell you, I've fallen down so many times, but the point is, you got to get back up. You got to look and see, what did I do wrong, and learn from that. But more so, having the support from other entrepreneurs and other organizations, that's crucial in your success as well, and in your mental state, because it's all about the mind, the spirit. All of that is important in being successful as an entrepreneur.
Growth planning. How do you approach that? How do you approach when you're setting out your yearly goals, or your goal for 2016? What is the process for growth planning, particularly for someone, because you're in a service, service-based luxury brands, introducing people to something that they may not necessarily do every day, or don't really maybe not have the vision for it, but they need to be introduced to it. What's the planning process like for your year?
Well, the planning process, again, you need to look at your past and see, what did I do? What was my successes? What were my failures? Or what were some things that needed improvement? You look at that, and then you now, take that forward, and then just say, how can I improve it? You sit around and speak to other people to help you with that path. But you have to have the goals written. If you don't have the goals written, you're not going to know, how am I going to get there? So you have to take one step at a time, writing out the goals for each aspect of your business, and even personal things. Because the personal and business, it's a balance. You have to have a balance. And once you get that down on paper, then you can kind of follow it through. And I would say, do it daily, maybe a weekly, a monthly, maybe 6 months, and then another year. That way you can take one day at a time, and you don't feel overwhelmed, because it can become very overwhelming if you look at the big picture and say, oh my gosh, I got to take all these steps. How am I going to get here? So that's really important. Just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, and that's the key.
Yeah, I find that that's important because it is easy to be overwhelmed in the moment when you think of everything that you want to accomplish. I know for me, it's never fast enough. It's like I want it like yesterday, and I want to eat the whole elephant. I don't want to take one bite at a time. But when I slow myself down and I make myself be patient through the process, the stress is less, and then I'm able to make it and deal and deliver.
Right.
Because that's the big thing too, being able to deliver on your service and your promise. How do you get yourself back on track?
I tell you, it's a little hard sometimes. I mean, we have those moments where we just want to throw our hands up, like you said. But you get back on track by taking baby steps. Because a lot of us do want to just get up and run and go, and it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work, especially if you're not a millionaire, you don't have all that big funding. Because a lot of times that's the problem with entrepreneurs is funding. You want to do great things and big things, but you don't always have those funds. But and that's a real big part of failure.
Right.
You don't have the money. You're trying to see how can I raise the money, and those are some of the obstacles. But again, you just have to regroup. And just write down what is it going to take for me to get to that point.
Absolutely.
If you got to do some fundraising, if you have to do some like GoFunding and things like that, those are the things that you're going to have to do. Get your finances together, take out some loans, and then that's going to help you to get back on track.
Right. With being an entrepreneur and kind of being able to chart your own course, there's a freedom with that you just can't even describe.
You can't.
Because, with the pain comes some glory. What are some of the best moments that you've experienced in your journey, or that, you're just like, wow, that was an incredible event or a great day or, great client?
Well, for me, what I love about being an entrepreneur, I mean, you get to set your goals. You can be successful. You don't have to wait for someone else to give you that success. So that's what I love. But the best part of it is I can go out and I can volunteer and work in the community. For me, that is like a big plus. When I worked in corporate America, because I was traveling a lot, I didn't have the time to do that. Yes, you can give money here and there, and maybe once or twice a year you can go and do things. But now I can actually pick and choose the organizations I want to work with and just help them to really be impactful. I think being impactful in life is really the key for me. And so those are the moments that I treasure the most.
I would agree too. That's what drives me. That's where my passion is too. So now you have a great TV talk show.
Yes, I'm loving it.
So how did that come about, and what is the basis of it? Tell us about it.
Okay. So basically, I was doing an event, actually a tea party for my girlfriend, Deborah Hairby, who has this beautiful salon in Brooklyn. And she had this tea for her clients. So after the tea, we actually sat around and we're just talking amongst ourselves about issues and topics that really matter. We're talking about education, we're talking about crime, we're talking about single parenting, and we're doing all of that over tea. So this big light went off in my head and said, you know what? I knew about the television station in Princeton for years, and I kept saying, I want to do something, but there's always a time and a place for things.
Right.
So it's that moment when it just went up in my head that I want to do a talk show that's going to talk about issues and topics that really matter, and how can we solve it. It's not just talking about it, because I am tired of people talking about things.
Yes.
But how can we really be impactful in making that change? So my show is about educating, inspiring, and just encouraging people to go out into the community, being better at what they do, living their dreams. Because I think, bringing entrepreneurs on, since I'm an entrepreneur, that's important to me. But I want people that may not want to be an entrepreneur, but they have had a dream, that they see it's possible. You can do anything you want. Live your dream. Live in the moment. Because tomorrow's not promised. And so the importance of my show is specifically for those reasons. And I love it.
I love that. And oftentimes you'll hear people say, the community has gone through such a transition, such a change. It doesn't seem like it did. The sense of community that we had coming up, it seems to be lost in people and all they're getting.
Yes.
And I'm starting to see that it's coming back to community. And I think that we have to constantly be putting that out there. And part of our responsibility as entrepreneurs, because everything is becoming so hands-off. You have big box stores. Nobody's delivering service anymore. People don't know what that feels like anymore.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what customer service is. I mean, I go around to so many places, whether it's restaurants or just other places, and there's no customer service. We were just talking about that the other day.
So impersonal.
It's so impersonal. I can't stand it. Everybody's texting. And I find myself at times too, because one, I have a business.
Right.
And as entrepreneurs, we use social media.
Yes.
That's how we push ourselves. It's free advertisement. So it is kind of sad that sometimes you're out and you're taking pictures and it's like, I gotta like step back for a minute. Like, this is some of the stuff you talk about.
Right.
You're with your phone taking pictures so you can post it on social media instead of being present in the moment. And that's what we need to do. Be present in the moment, enjoy each other's company, take it down a notch, and just, just breathe.
That's why we need tea.
On that note, it's tea time.
Tea time.
Yes. So today I brought one of my favorite teas. People hear me talking about it so much. I love this tea. This is blended from a sister in Harlem. This is a spiced coconut chai, but I take it up a notch and I just add more ginger pieces, chai spices, and it's just like, it makes me want to sing.
Oh, I love
I am
chai.
going to pour, and this is, I made it as a latte, so there's milk and brown sugar.
Okay. I can't wait to try. It looks beautiful too. So, is there any particular
So what I'll say is the handle of the teacup should always be to the right.
Okay.
And if you were adding sugar, I already added sugar, but you would take the teaspoon and you would swish side to side, not stirring. That's a big no-no. It's swishing side to side without hitting on the teacup. Then when you're done, you take the teaspoon, put it back under the right handle, and that's it. Like you'll never drink out of it. Some people drink out of it, or they blow their tea. You don't ever blow the tea. You let the tea cool, and that's it. Then you pick it up. Now, one other tip is you don't put your fingers through the teacup, through the handle. You just kind of hold it like this, and then you just drink.
Oh, that is good.
One of my favorite.
I love chai. That is good.
One of my favorite. It's great cold as well. You can add a little whipped cream and a little cinnamon on top, and it's just delish.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah, it's yummy.
I've gotten into teas lately, and I did a whole month of tea.
Okay, nice.
And because I wanted to get away from coffee.
Okay.
So, and I did mess up and have coffee one day, and I spiraled out of control. But I have a balance now.
Right.
So during the course of tea, I have tea about 10 a.m. I have it again about 2:30. And I find that it stops me from doing other things.
Okay.
So it takes me away from the vending machine.
Okay, that's a
That
good
afternoon, and then I read about all the health benefits of tea.
It's a lot of health benefits. Now, which tea are you drinking mostly?
I'm drinking oblong tea right now.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a good brand
Well, what's the name? Is it like a oolong, a black tea, a red
oolong.
tea? A oolong.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay. I love oolong.
Okay, so I probably pronounced it wrong when I said it.
Yeah, oolong is a type of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm having now. I finished I had a spiced chai tea.
Yes.
And so now that was done, so I moved to this box I have.
Okay, nice.
And then my daughter, who's she's in Ecuador with the Peace Corps.
Oh, beautiful.
She brought me, it's called Puna, P-U-N-A.
Okay.
Tea. It's for energy. So that was she brought that back for me because she knows on my new tea quest.
Nice.
And so with brewing tea, because I've had tea from you and I could not figure out how I was supposed to brew it.
Okay.
How does that work?
So it really depends on the tea.
Okay.
So black tea is anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. Red tea or herbal teas is anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes because the herbal teas are not as strong. And then you have the green tea, which is anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, and the white tea about the same 1 to 2 minutes as well. So that's really important.
So I can imagine when you're thinking of a gift that you can give that's beautiful and really you probably have some great, packages that someone could purchase.
Yes.
So what is that like? How does someone get in contact with you, or where do they go? You have a website?
Yes. The website is www.takingteainstyle.com, and then you go to the tea shop page, and then you have all the different blends of teas. But we also have a gift page where you can look and see. We have teacups, saucers, nice little packages that you can buy for different folks. So
I think if you're thinking bridal shower, you know, holidays. Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes. Yeah, we do a lot of bridal parties and baby showers as well. So it's a lot of fun. You know, let everybody come and everybody looks pretty. And it's not always about the hats and the gloves. You can just have a girls' night in and just chill, have conversation, you know, and play cards or whatever you do.
Yeah, I find that because I have my sister girls, and we work so much, and we all have children at different stages. But we promised ourselves that we would date once a month.
There you go.
You know, we've kept two meetings.
Since when? How long now?
About 6 months.
Okay, well, at least you're trying.
We're trying.
It's important for people to just take it down a notch, to breathe. Yes. Which, you know, sometimes I'm guilty. But entrepreneurs, we know. We work too hard. It's hard to shut it off.
Yeah, we don't turn it off.
We don't turn it off. You know, I could be sitting here having tea, and it does relax me. But then I am thinking about, well, what is my plan for tomorrow? How can I get it better? But tea time, when you have alone time, everybody needs to have their alone time with tea. Because now you're going to really go deep inside your soul and say, why am I here? What's my purpose? That's the importance of tea as well. Because you want to make sure that you are also fulfilling your needs and just take it away from other people and your business and things like that. So that's the importance of tea as well.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to take care of yourself.
It is.
And it's an affordable way to take care of yourself.
Well, I said to people, you don't have to go to a spa all the time. You and your tea. But the most important part of the tea experience, drinking out of a China teacup, not a mug.
Yes.
Like a lot of people do use a mug, but they don't understand the finer the China is the better. Because one, the rim has to be very fine. And then when you're drinking the tea is going almost directly in your mouth and there's no barrier with the thickness. Okay. So if you can just find one good China teacup that's really fine, that's really what I advise people so that their experience can really be the ultimate.
You know, it reminds me of someone once told me, you know, sometimes people ask you a question, you'll say, oh, okay, you know, whatever, that's fine. And she said, no, always have a preference. And so what that spoke to me is there's some things you have to be purposeful about.
Right.
And I think that we can enrich ourselves in little things that we do. And it sets a standard. And when you set a standard, it will roll down. So then your children will have a standard and their children will have a standard. And it's so important because we just have so many folks out there that have let standards go by the wayside.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
We've got to bring it back. We got to start with our little ones.
Yes, yeah. Just all the little things that we used to do when we were kids. You know, even just sitting down having dinner.
Yes.
Dinner time. Does that exist anymore? You know, so many people, again, sometimes it's not the fault of parents. They have to work 2 jobs or the single parents. But then the kids are at home and really television, social media. Not even social media is the babysitter now.
Yes.
You know?
My 11-year-old got a phone for Christmas. I hate it. I just have to take that thing at night. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is.
To the point where he listens to fan sounds at night to go to sleep. I said, you cannot train your brain to do that.
Wow.
You know, you cannot train what you're doing is you're substituting something in your mind. We have to stop this. So yeah, so many things I think our kids do, but we're so busy in the making, we kind of lose touch. I'm always having to reorganize myself and put touch on it. And I do believe in dinner. Like I can whip up a gourmet dinner in no time.
Right.
And I want them to sit and enjoy it.
Sit down. Everybody wants to rush and do their own thing, watch TV and do it. Sitting down at the dinner table is so crucial in that relationship and bonding for families.
Yes.
And without that, that's where everything goes haywire.
Absolutely.
You know,
And
kids,
even with it sometimes.
Yeah, and they learn better. You know, and also you're cutting costs in terms of spending.
Oh yes.
Because if you're all eating different places and eating out, it's so costly. So when you sit down and have a meal together, you're gonna have more money in your pocket.
Absolutely. And I have a lot of children I feed.
So
what I find is they stalk us. My husband and I, they stalk us from room to room. And I really equate it to certain things we do, like dinner. And so we cook. If we're in the kitchen cooking, we turn around. They're all there.
It's nice. I know. I remember my mom used to be cooking, and I'm like looking over her shoulder, like, what is she doing? I was making lasagna lasagna at 12 years old.
Yes.
And my friends used to love it. I would invite them over for dinner on a Saturday after church, and they would be eating my lasagna. It's like, so you have to teach kids all those important things.
Yeah, because I have 6 boys, and so out of the ones that have mates, there's one that can cook. So the other younger ones, they bring in these young ladies, and I say, okay, what are you bringing for Thanksgiving? What do you? Well, do I have to cook it? Absolutely. What do you cook? Cook? They have no idea.
Right. No, they have to learn. Really
I can't wait to have a tea party with them.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
So before we wrap up, tell us, how can people connect with you? In terms of the services you offer, the products, even checking out the show.
Yes. Well, the show, you can, if you don't have cable, Comcast 30 and Fios 45, you can always watch it at www.princetontv.org.
Okay.
And then I am on Instagram, Facebook at Lady T TV.
I like that.
Yes.
Lady T TV.
I figured, I'm branding myself. You got to brand it all the way. That's the importance of having a business. People have to know who you are all the time.
Absolutely. Well, I find you so incredible, and you wear so many hats. I'm excited that you took your passion and you've transformed it into a business, and it's something that's going to enrich others. And so you provide so much on so many fronts. So thank you so much for coming to spend some time one-on-one with Trish.
Thank you, Trish. It's been real. Love it.
It has. So look, bks1radio.com. Keep it locked. There's more to come. Thank you, Lady T, Sharon Levy, for spending some time with me this morning.
Yes, thank you.
Taking tea in style.
That's right. BKS1 Radio.
Great.
They use, because I don't do any editing. I took a class for it, but I didn't have time. So, what is it that they use? Is iMovie easy to use?
That's very easy. So it all depends on the time.
There's another one. I'm trying to remember what they use. What's that? So say, hi, I'm Lady T, and I'm sitting here at BKS1 Radio. Okay. Am I looking in the camera here? Or, okay. Hello, and it's Lady T, and I'm here at BKS1 Radio to talk about taking tea in style and all that we do. Hello, and we're here at Hello, and I'm here at BKS1 Radio, Lady T, of taking tea in style, and we're getting ready to have some great conversations over tea.